Alright, grade 7, I want you to open your books, please. Neil deGrasse Tyson on page 205. 205. Morning, Iyad, how are you doing? Grade 7, before we start today, I need you to understand this. Now, since we're studying online, we need to fix the mics. I don't want anyone to enter the session without a proper mic. Today is gonna be okay. If you have a problem in your mic, you can fix them today. Starting from tomorrow, I'm gonna contact your parents regarding the mic. Put this in your mind, okay? So please open your books, page 205. Neil deGrasse Tyson on the future of U.S. space exploration after Curiosity by Keith Wakestock.
Hello, teacher.
Hello.
Teacher, the weekly plan for the quiz is correct, right? No.
There's no problem in the weekly plan. I'm going to
Okay,
tell
okay,
you what will happen in the exam and just tease you.
okay.
Everything that
Thank
you
you.
have studied will only be in the quizzes. So don't worry about anything yet.
Okay.
Open your book. Open your book, page 205. Neil deGrasse Tyson on the future of U.S. space exploration after Curiosity. So we are still on the same page right now while speaking about space exploration. And while speaking about space exploration, we have mentioned the last reading comprehensions. We have spoken about dark they were and golden eyes. We have spoken also about space exploration itself. And the last one, we have spoken about the last dog. All of them were just speaking about the future of space exploration, right? In today's session, we're gonna also have the same thing. So I need you to open your books, page 205. Did you open the books? Grade 7, did you open the books?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, great. We'll start first by reading about the summary about the reading comprehension. And then after the summary, we will start by the reading comprehension itself. It's not very much, it's pretty easy. So we're just gonna have it quickly. This page is not in your book, so we're gonna read it here and then we'll continue from your books. Let's see. Ali,
Yes, teacher.
can you start reading, please?
Yeah. In this interview, Keith Wakesteff asks Neil deGrasse Tyson, the famous astronomer,
After
astro-
Mark?
astronomer,
Yes.
about his work with Curiosity Rover. The Curiosity mission used a robot to explore much of Mars with great success. Here, Tyson argues patiently,
Argues
uh,
passionately.
passionately for the continued importance of government-funded space travel, like the Curiosity mission. Private companies have become increasingly prominent, but it is very hard to make space exploration profitable and reliable. As Tyson makes clear, the United States needs government-funded mission to go first and private companies to follow.
Bravo, Ali. That's excellent. Nice. Faris Luay? Huh? Faris Luay? Fah?
Yes, teacher.
Hello, Faris. So, from the summary, what do you understand?
Um, there is Keith Wagstaff was
That's
a famous astronomer.
yes. What do you mean by astronomer, boys? Who knows?
Astronomer is the person who studies the stars.
Bravo. Astronomer is the person who's being sent to space in order to study the planets and the stars. Excellent. Yeah, nice. Continue, Faris. Huh. So, Keith Wagstaff. What does he speak here? He speaks to a man called Neil deGrasse Tyson. So, Keith Wagstaff is the astronomer, or Neil deGrasse Tyson is the astronomer?
I think Tyson is the
So,
astronomer
bravo. So,
because
Tyson.
Keith Wagstaff is the one who's interviewing.
So, Keith is the author. I think I need to buy a pad for writing. So, Keith Wigstaff, he is the author right now, the interviewer, and he's asking the astronomer Neil deGrasse Tyson about what? Huh, Faris? Come on, Faris, continue.
And his work was with the
Curiosity,
Curiosity Rover.
Curiosity Rover. Curiosity Rover. What is
Curiosity Rover.
Curiosity Rover? Curiosity Rover, boys, is a robot that is being sent into planet Mars. Its name is Curiosity Rover. Let's see something about it. Let's go here and let's see its image. That's Curiosity Rover. It's a robot that is being sent or has already been sent to Mars in 2012. What do you think the function of this robot is? Let's see.
Teacher, I think they send it to Mars because I think they have a connection with it and they can see Mars and scan the temperature and
Bravo.
the bio.
Excellent. Huh, what else? Huh? Faisal? Rashid?
They can use it to navigate the materials.
Bravo, excellent, excellent. Bravo, Al Faisal. They can use it in order to navigate the materials and substance on the planet. Excellent, bravo. Huh? Rashid, do you have a mic, Rashid?
Yes, teacher.
So, why do you think they have already sent Curiosity rover into Mars, Rashid? Rashid?
Because humans can't stand on Mars.
So that the human
Oh,
can what? Rashid, your voice is a little bit lagging. So that the human can what?
the human cannot stand on Mars.
Cannot stand on Mars. That's why they have sent a robot in order to do their mission, right?
Yeah.
Excellent, bravo, nice, very good. That's a photo for its wheel after moving a lot in the planet, and we can see that there are some cracks because of the rocks on that planet. Nice, bravo, 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 very good, all of you. So simply, boys, in today's reading comprehension, we're gonna see that we have someone whose name is Neil deGrasse Tyson. He's a famous astronomer. And to speak about astronomy, we're speaking about studying stars and planets. He's gonna speak about the Curiosity rover. Curiosity rover, as we have seen, is a robot that has already been sent into Mars. And we're gonna see a video about how it landed on Mars and how it started to function and work. So, the Curiosity mission used a robot to explore much of Mars with great success. Because, as Rashid said, humans cannot stay on Mars. So, we need a robot to be sent there in order to study the materials. And in this interview with Keith Wigstaff, Tyson argues passionately. What do you mean by passionately?
With passion,
With
like
great passion. Excellent.
confident,
Sorry,
like
boys.
happy, like with happiness,
Like with
like with
happiness.
positive feeling.
Not a problem. So when I say he argues passionately, so passionately is adjective or adverb?
Adverb,
Huh? Because it describes what?
a verb,
Describes the verb, which is argues. How does Tyson argue? He argues passionately.
passionately.
So passionately describes a verb, so it's an adverb. Excellent. Yeah, bravo, bravo. So why does he argues? He argues for what? He argues for the continued importance of government-funded space travel. Because if you remember in the reading comprehension space exploration, we have spoken about how much problems those astronomers face because of the lack of money. They do not have enough money. So they need the government to continue funding them. So, like the Curiosity mission here, we have private space companies also. So we do not only need the government to fund our project, but also we need the private space companies to do that. But it's very hard to make space exploration profitable. What do you mean by profitable?
Viable to buy or capable to buy.
Profitable, like for example, I give
Like
you money, okay, and you take this money and you start to make business with it, and then you give me the profit. So you give me money back. So, but for space exploration, it's very hard now to make this very profitable, meaning that it's very hard for us humans to take money from the space exploration. What we can do now in 2021 is to study. After studying, we collect the data, and after collecting the data, we can later do what? We can later be profitable from that or make money from that. And even
different
remember, we send the robot to study what?
Mars,
What in Mars?
the resources,
The resources, the materials, the land, the
the
atmosphere,
atmosphere, the
and
oxygen.
perhaps some of the substance there can be profitable on our planet. Like there is one of the planets, by the way, is totally made out of diamond. Just imagine if you can send a robot there and collect some of that diamond. You can make millions, but billions of dollars on our planet. So right now, it's hard to make the space exploration profitable and reliable also to rely on that. Yet later, it will be very easy. As Dyson also make clear, what does he make clear? He makes clear that the United States needs government-funded missions to go first, and later private companies to follow. Why? Because simply, if you have the government supporting some project, then it's pretty easy for other companies to follow the government. As a government, I'm gonna pay you the money. After paying you money to fund your project, other businesses, private businesses, will come also to fund you. That's why Tyson emphasizes on that the government must start first. Any questions so far? Huh? Abdulaziz? Ali, Azam, Iyad.
When you said that in 2021 we study, but now it's
Right
2022.
now. Oh,
Uh,
sorry for that. So right now we're still in 2022 and still also we're still studying Iyad. Okay. Huh? Yusuf, Wasim, Saidan. Any questions so far? Okay. In page 205, that's curiosity in front of you. Let's start by the background.
why did they call it
Curiosity.
curiosity?
Curiosity. What do you mean by curiosity?
Like
Curiosity is
you
when you want
curious.
to
You say
explore
what's
everything.
behind that door? I'm curious of that door.
Exactly. I'm curious about this information. I'm curious about this topic. That's why I'm reading about it. I'm curious about this planet. That's why I'm exploring it. That's why they
Okay,
called it curiosity because they are
if
curious. They want to
if
know
they
and
called
learn
it
about
well, it would be
the planet.
better.
Nice. So let's start by the background. Muhammad Al-Qahtani, do you have a mic? Okay, let's go here quickly. We Let's start. Abdulaziz, do you have a mic? If you have a mic, say yes. Quickly. Abdulaziz.
Yes.
Okay. Abdulaziz. Huh? Abdullah Al-Biz. Where is Abdullah? Abdullah. Abs- Al-Faisal. Quickly, boys.
Yes. Yes.
Huh? Ali. Be ready. Once I call your name, just answer. Ali. Ali, did you sleep or what? Azam. Those who doesn't have a mic, type in the chat. Azam.
Sorry, teacher, sorry, you called my name?
Yes, Ali.
Sorry, I wasn't there.
Never mind. Huh? The ham? Do you have the ham?
Teacher,
Yes?
can you hear me?
Yes, now I can hear you. Okay. Do you have the ham? Iyad Bukhari. Okay. Fahd al-Migrin.
Yes, teacher. Yes, teacher. What did you want me to read?
No, just we're taking the absence and seeing those who don't have the mic.
Okay.
Huh? Fahd?
Okay.
No mic for Fahd. Faris Luay. Faris Luay, he answered. Muhammad Shomar.
Teacher, me here Fahad المقرن.
Come on, Fahd, answer quickly, guys. Once I call your name, you answer directly. Huh? Faris Luay.
Yes.
Muhammad Shomar.
Here. Here.
Muhammad bin Yusuf. Bin Yusuf.
Yes.
Qahtani.
Hello, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Muhammad Saidan.
You say my name or?
Yeah, just taking the absent, and right now I'm gonna call you for reading.
Yeah.
Saidan. I don't have a mic teacher, but I'm fixing it tomorrow. Inshallah, you will fix it tomorrow, Muhammad Saidan. Okay. Muhammad Dahouk. Let's just mind this. Muhammad Wasim. Muhammad Wasim is sleeping. Nasser.
Yes, teacher.
Hello, Nasir. How are you doing?
Fine.
Nawaf? I think Nawaf is absent. Rashid? Saleh? And Yusuf.
Yes, teacher. Yusuf, teacher.
Rashid, did you sleep? Saleh is absent?
Teacher, I'm here.
Yes, I can hear you now. Okay, boys.
Teacher, I'm Yusuf. I'm here.
Yes, Yusuf, yeah, I'm not
Till you
Saleh.
put me absent.
Who's that? Abdullah Base.
Yeah.
Yes, I called your name many times, Abdullah. Why didn't you answer?
I just joined. I had technical difficulties.
Guys, since you are online, we need to be careful. If I call your name, you answer directly. Okay? So, in the background, let's start first with Abdul Aziz. Start reading, please, Abdul Aziz.
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, start reading, darling.
I read the background.
Yes.
Okay. NASA's Curiosity is a robotic rover that landed on Mars in 2012. Since then, Curiosity has been roaming Mars, collecting data and looking for signs of microbial life. In
Bravo.
this interview, astrophysicist
Excellent.
Neil deGrasse Tyson discusses the Curiosity mission and the possibility of people traveling to Mars.
Excellent. Bravo, bravo, Abdulaziz. MashaAllah, bravo, nice. So here we're speaking about that NASA's Curiosity. Remember, apostrophe is for precision. So NASA's Curiosity is what? What is NASA's Curiosity? It's a robotic rover that landed on Mars in 2012. Okay, what else? Since then, since that time, 2012, Curiosity has been roaming Mars. What do you mean by roaming?
Moving around Mars, like
Roaming
walking.
around. What do you mean by that? To roam around a place is what?
If I roam around my house, I walk around my house.
To walking around the house or traveling around the house. Here it's roaming
Like
around
going
Mars,
around.
so it's roaming and moving around the planet Mars. Pourquoi? Why? Simply collecting the data and looking for signs of microbial life. Meaning that now we need to understand what the type of substance, the materials, if there any resources of water that can be existing on that planet, and even
Fish.
if they have any microbial life or any creatures which we can deal with. Because if there any creatures on that planet, consequently, we can live there. So in this interview, the astrophysicist Neil deGrasse is discussing the Curiosity mission and the possibility of people traveling to Mars. And that's why
Teacher,
we're going to
on
see about
Mars there is water. It's shismo. It's frozen water in
frozen water,
the
there are
ground.
some frozen ice, and we need to understand how to turn this ice into sources of water so that later in the
We
next
can
century.
plant
Yes,
plants and
exactly. If
plant
you are planning to
vases.
travel there, we need water resources. Excellent, yeah, bravo. So, some people are questioning the need to fund a government space program. Why do we still need NASA? And here we're gonna discuss it. Let's see. Yusuf, paragraph number 1, please.
The people who say that all we need is private space travel are simply delusional.
Yes, delusional. Delusion, meaning that they are just imaginary people.
My
Why?
book on space
Chronicles.
chronicle facing
Chronicles
the
are like diary. When you have a notebook and write your diary in it. Space Chronicles.
facing the ultimate frontier was
Frontier.
frontier was originally titled Fail to Launch.
Failure to launch. Bravo.
The dreams and delish- delusions
Delusions. Delusions.
delusions of enthusiasts
Bravo. Enthusiastic.
enthusiasts are the most sus-
Yes.
susceptible
Bravo.
de-
Susceptible.
demo- demographic to de- delusion that I have ever seen.
So, what do you mean from all of these hard words? So, simply Neil deGrasse here starts by saying that the people who say that all we need is private space travel are simply delusional, meaning that they are wrong. Because only private space travel will not be enough for us to pay the money in order to launch many rockets to space. My book on space, the book that Neil has written, its name is Space Chronicles. What do you mean in it? Facing the ultimate frontier, the ultimate questions. Whatever you need to know about space, you can find in this book. It was originally titled Failure to Launch. Why failure to launch? Because problems had already happened. The dreams and delusions of space enthusiasts. Enthusiasts are the people who have the ability and desire to travel to space. Space enthusiasts are the most susceptible demographic to delusion that I have ever seen, meaning that only those who have the ideas, thoughts, and the desire to travel to space will be able to do that. Nice, bravo, Yusuf. Very good. Fahd al-Migran, paragraph number
Teacher, I
two.
have a question.
Yes,
So
Iyad.
I don't. What are شو اسمه space enthusiasts that
The
are
people,
people who like want to go to space but privately or I
space
don't.
enthusiasts are the people who have the ideas and the desire, the need to travel to space. When I tell you, for example, you are very enthusiastic in football, so you love football so much that you want to become a football player. So space enthusiasts are the people who have the ideas, desire, and the need to travel to space. Okay?
Why is he saying space enthusiasts are delusional?
To the illusion that I have ever seen, meaning that those people, because right now, if you're speaking about only the private business will be able to give you enough money to travel to space, then you are delusion. Like, for
So
example, right now, SpaceX program.
yeah,
Yeah, you have heard about SpaceX, right?
yes, yes, of course.
SpaceX is just sending rockets to the space. We have other organizations who are trying to do the same thing. But of course, since the owner of SpaceX is very, very, very wealthy and he has enough money to do that, he's able to travel to space. Yet on
And
the other hand,
and
most
those smaller companies
majority
are
of
delusional
private
because they
business do not have
huh?
enough money. That's why you need whom to support you?
Government
You
or
need the government to support you. Simply. Nice,
but
right.
Elon Musk was not always very wealthy. He
Exactly.
yes, he started
You have
space.
billions of dollars, you can do that alone. But usually you will not be able to do that. So let's see, Azam.
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, paragraph number two, please.
Private enterprise can never lead a space frontier. It's not a possibility because a space frontier is expensive. It has unknown risks and it has unquantified risks. historical governments have done this. They have drawn the maps, they have found where the trade winds are, they have invented the new tools to go where no one has gone before. Then when the routines are set up, you see that to the private enterprise.
Nice, bravo, excellent. So what do you mean here, boys? Who can explain it? Abdullah Al-Aziz, can you
Yes.
explain paragraph number 2? Abdullah Al-Aziz. Huh? So what does
Irene,
Tyson say here?
what?
In paragraph number 2, what did you understand
Yeah,
from it?
that space frontiers are very expensive,
Bravo.
and the government have tried to send rockets to space, but it's very expensive and hard.
Nice, excellent, bravo, excellent. Very good, Abdullah. Huh? What else? Al-Faisal?
Can
Did
I
you
have?
understand something? In the last, I'm going to ask you about it, but let's just make some of them contribute here. Mr. Al-Faisal, did you sleep or what?
No,
Huh? What did you understand from paragraph number 2?
the private space companies that are not any well known, they cannot lead like they become the leader space ship companies because there are other which are more famous.
Nice,
And being a space fortner, like being the most famous, is expensive.
excellent, nice, bravo, nice, Al-Faisal, excellent. Huh? Hamad Al-Shoma,
Yes.
huh? What do you understand in paragraph number 2, Muhammad? And you will read paragraph number 3, by the way. Open your mic, Muhammad. Come on, even if you said wrong, it's okay. Muhammad. Okay. So, yeah. What do you understand in paragraph 2?
It's saying that don't Jismo, don't let only a private enterprise help you to go to a space frontier because there will be a lot of failures. It's not possible. It's too expensive. It
Bravo.
has many risks. And in history, you can see that. You know the rocket, the one that blew up, that was too heavy and calculations were wrong. Like only you need the help of the government.
Nice, bravo, bravo, bravo. So let's start first by speaking about and put the basic rule. Our basic rule is what that space frontier is expensive, right? So simply, you alone as a private organization or a private business will not have enough resources and enough money to just fund your project alone. And just guys, think of it. Just think. Right now, governments have already done space exploration. They have already sent rockets to space in the last century. They have already succeeded in doing that. They have already collected data. They have already seen the outer space and know where exactly to land on the moon or even on Mars. I, as a private business, shall I start from scratch, from nothing, or just continue on what have the governments done before me? So of course it's gonna be very stupid of me if I just started from scratch. So we just need to continue from where the governments have already stopped. Because historically, according to history, the governments have done this. They have drawn the maps. They have found where the trade winds are. They have invented the new tools in order to go where no one has already gone before, because now they have the knowledge of doing this. Then, because they have all of this right now, when the routines are set up, right now I have drawn the map of you. So you just see that to private enterprises. So all you need to do, just one rule, to make a corporation with the government. Go to the government, which is NASA, because NASA is a governmental institution. Go to NASA.
NASA is not a company; it's a government.
No, 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 it's from the American government, being funded by
Okay.
the American government. So
But,
NASA is the
how about
American government.
just more SpaceX?
SpaceX is private one. That's a private. And
It's not
also
funded
SpaceX
by.
has already adapted data from NASA. Why? Because simply it's gonna be stupid of me just to land anywhere, to launch anytime, because my mission, all of it could be blown. So I'll go to Iyad. Iyad, for example, he has some knowledge in mathematics. Okay, and he has discovered a theory in mathematics, and his theory just needs the last step to be completed. So I will start from scratch, or I will just ask Iyad to give me what he has already discovered and continue where he stopped. Of course I'm gonna ask him. That's what scientists do. So all scientists all around the world, they do not start from scratch, but they continue from where other scientists have stopped. Like for example, we have Nikola Tesla. He has already discovered the alternative current. To be like him right now, I will not start from scratch, but I will just start from where he stopped. He has already discovered it. I'm not gonna rediscover it, but I'm gonna continue the way. Okay, boys?
Okay.
It's so good?
Yeah. Teacher, SpaceX is not funded by the government. Okay.
No, it's not. It's a
Okay.
private.
But it was successful, sir.
Yeah, very successful because they have money. They have failed many times, by the way.
Yes, I
Many.
know. They lost 5 rockets or 3 rockets.
Yeah, but eventually they did it. Hamad Shomer, paragraph number 3. محمد الشومر، محمد القحطاني.
Can I read?
Yes.
Okay. That's why I don't know what they are thinking. The first colony on Mars is not going to be built by a private company. How are you going to make money? You're not.
Okay, once again, Abdullah, that's why I don't know what they are thinking. The first colony on Mars is not going to be built by a private company. Come on, guys, be smart. How can a private company alone spend all of that money? Because once again, we need to put in our mind that space exploration is not profitable. You cannot take money back from it. You are private business, so all of your money is gonna be lost. So be smart, right? How are you going to make money? That's the question that deGrasse addresses. That's why he needs those private companies to cooperate with the government. Because after all the money that you are spending, you will not get it back. You're not, right? In the last paragraph, look what's going on. Now, private enterprise is giving us access to low Earth orbit. Thank you very much. For less than what NASA was providing. Again, that's a very important line. Look at what's going on now. What's going on? Private enterprise is giving us access to low Earth orbit for less than what NASA is providing. In order to go and orbit our planet, to orbit means to move in a specific circular, specific path. So the private companies are giving us access to their orbit with less money. How? It should be vice versa. The government should provide us with that absolutely with no money because we're helping them to discover the planet and the outer space, of course. That should have been happening decades ago. Why is that happening now? Because simply low Earth orbit is no longer the frontier. Means that we don't need the Earth orbit now. We are targeting beyond that. After that, NASA has been going in and out of low Earth orbit since 1962. We're gonna stop here and continue the second session. And please, guys, take care. Bye.